Okay, and so we have a new project here. This one is a gun cabinet, and my husband broke the glass out, so I've come up with, I'm going to put like a 1/4 inch sheet of maple or some sort of thinner wood, smoother wood to put in front of there and paint it all one solid color. So that it blends, because I'm okay with not seeing inside on the shelves because it's going to be like a junk cabinet for supplies and things like that. And the reason that I really wanted this cabinet was because of these metal deer heads. They are gorgeous and they just screw off. So I'm going to go ahead and screw those off. And I think what I'm going to do is paint the inside of this cabinet pale green or a lighter green, and then the outside a pink. And then I'll leave the metal aged and rusted like it is. And it also has like the metal handle, and then it had a door lock, which is why the back was taken off, because I had to go in through the back because it didn't have a key to it. So I purchased a new lock and key set, but in order to take the old one off, I had to pry off the back to get through. So although it was a gun cabinet, it was just for pretty display because anyone could get into the gun cabinet from the back, at least the back of this one. So I only got it for, I think it was like $22, and it was because the lock, they couldn't unlock it. So I am going to transform this bad boy and put it in one of the bedrooms, the spare bedroom upstairs, to go with that decor. And then here are the paints that I'm going to use. You guys remember this Vegas green chalk paint I mixed up. I'm going to lighten this one with some white chalk paint just to pale it up a little bit. And then I'm using this Valspar signature pink. I don't know if it shows very well on the camera, but it's really light pink. And I'm going to use a little bit of that and then chalk it up with my calcium bicarbonate. And then after that, I'll go ahead and seal everything with polyacrylic, of course, and show you what it looks like. Okay, so I painted the base of this already, as you know, and then I went ahead and applied an onlay. I actually cut it from this frame. I took out the top piece. It's real thin wood, and I think it's available at Michael's, but you know me, I'm a bargain thrift shopper, so I actually got it for $3 at the Habitat in their photo or frame area. So it was $3 at Michael's. Michael's. They're at Michael's. They're about $14.99. So this one was $3. I cut off the top piece, and then I used my Dremel to edge it out better so that it looks like it's always been there. So I'm gonna paint over it now that it's attached, the same pink color. Okay, so now I am about to do some staining. I have this Minwax wood finish, and it's in Provincial 211. And I thought about painting the shelves the color of the inside of the cabinet, but then I decided maybe not. Maybe I'll make some contrast by just staining them, which would be a much easier process. Well, I'm sorry, it's a harder process, but it's going to be easier for me because I really don't like painting shelves, especially once they're applied. But I love the finish of, or the how shelves look when they're finished in a stain. So I'll try that. And these are 1x10s. It was a 16-foot board that we had cut down into 29-inch strips because that would fit best in the cabinet that I have, the gun cabinet. And then these are just part of the leftover pieces that I cut to make stays for the actual shelves. So something for the shelves to sit on. So there'll be two of these attached to the wall, and then the shelf is being supported by these. So I can remove the shelves whenever I want and then just detach these. So I think that'll make it easier. So I got a lot of staining to do, so I'll start that part. One coat. Now keep in mind I pre-painted the center panel before I installed it because I had to buy that center panel to put in there. It was originally glass. Long story. But that was pre-painted and I used 2 full coats, and then I kind of dabbled with a third coat to get some splotches. But I didn't do a full third coat. So this is the surrounding after 1 coat of my watered down chalk paint, just to make the spreading easier. And it looks pretty good. It got some good initial coverage. I don't know if you can tell, and it's very chalky. So I think it took well. So I probably will need a third coat, but I'm gonna try a second coat right now and see what it looks like after. We are now at 2 coats and looks like we need a little bit more coverage for that. So I'm gonna go over a third time. Yeah, because it's kind of skimpy in places. So I'm gonna go over a third time, and third time's a charm.